Alright guys, so I'm going to make this video today on non-restricted AR alternatives. If you're not familiar with Canadian gun laws, or you're just getting into it, AR-15s are restricted, and if you're someone who wants, and because they're restricted you can only shoot them at ranges, and there's obviously a big market for people who want AR alternatives that are non-restricted. Number one, for hunting, and number two, just so they could, take out in the bush and shoot cans or something with. And I guess number three is, you could have it in your vehicle, and as long as it's unloaded, not a sight, you're good. You don't want to get caught with restricted and just driving around. That would be good. Yeah, so there's really three main guns right now. The problem is that they're all expensive. I think that's why there's a lot of people that don't have them. This is actually the cheapest of the three, which is about $2,000. So the second one would be the Robinson line of guns, and then the Tavor. Robinson's, I think, a couple $100 more than this, and then the Tavor's a couple $100 more than the Robinson. So you're really getting up there. There is a few that I think are cheaper, but all of them have, I think, they use these, which are good, but I think they all have some fairly major downsides. These all have their individual ones, but not as bad. I know, I guess there's the Ruger Mini 14, there's a Norinco one, and there's one or two other ones. But anyways, the real only downside to these compared to I guess the best way to put it is that if you're wanting a gun to just shoot at the range, definitely get an AR-15. They're just cooler. They look better, everything like that. But they're definitely, I'd say, better than all the other ones, especially if you're gonna spend $2,000. You can get a damn good AR for $2,000, pretty well top of the line. Even if you spent $1,200 or something, you'd still get one that's probably similar to these. I know this gun individually, because I have it, I think I have a pretty good knowledge on it. It's every little bit as reliable as any gun out there. I've never had a jam in it. I guess for bad things, not really bad things, but things I wish that wasn't like that. It'd be really nice if they had I don't know how much more it would cost, but to have a full rail system. Right now, what you got is down here on the side, and then just whatever 6-inch rail or whatever that is up there. The other thing is the barrel. I don't really have much experience with ARs, so I can't really compare it, but I know the barrel gets really hot. Even just shooting, even shooting 3 or 4 5-round mags off, a couple 10-rounders, or if you shoot off 30 or 40 rounds as quick as you can, even with mag changes, obviously, it still gets really hot. And hot to the point where if you touch it in hell, you'll actually burn yourself, not a lot of guns just get warm. Again, I don't know what your average AR is for hot, but I don't think it'd be that hot. It'd be nice if they had a little heavier barrel or something on there, but Yeah, those are really only the two issues with this gun. So they're not having a good rail system. You can get these, but they're expensive for what they are. I mean, they're just a piece of plastic and the barrel. The Robinson, I mean, it is a full rail system, but accuracy, I don't think it's really that good. And I mean, accuracy, I think it'd be similar to this. I guess I shouldn't put it the wrong way. I mean, the good thing is it has a full rail, so like it looks pretty well, exactly like an AR-15. I know this gun, from what I've read, is a little more reliable. And it's a couple $100 cheaper, this gun. And the Tavor, I don't really know much about it, but again, I think it's pushing $3,000, so that's a lot of money to shell out. I think it is very good, but still, yeah, I guess to kind of cap it off, I mean, kind of between a rock and a hard place, because I mean, these guns are really expensive. I think they're close to as good as an AR-15, but I mean, they're expensive. Like, I mean, what makes these, why they're so expensive is because they use these. That's really the only reason. Yeah, like, just to put it off, I mean, if you're only going to shoot at a range, let's say get an AR-15. If not, I think you're just going to have to shell out some money. And I know there's some cheaper alternatives that you could look at, and you never know, maybe someone will come out with a new alternative that's cheaper. But I mean, really, I mean, the Buick Benelli here, it's really good. So if you are looking, I definitely highly suggest this gun. But I mean, it has its issues, but I think it's still worth it in the end. But anyways, that's this video.